one day and down the next, you need the experience of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com.
What a difference it makes in your financial life. philsgang.com. It works. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color code chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
These are volatile times in the stock market.
Market's up 200, then it's up 800, it's up 700.
How do you get the facts when investing?
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. If you're confused about the stock market, get unconfused. Go to my site, philsgang.com, and listen to my radio show every weekday at 3 Eastern. What is the market going to do? We know exactly what the market's going to do.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
There's no need for you to be losing money.
Check it out, philsgang.com.
You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color code chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigateGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me.
The economy's good. It's like a tale of two economies or two, narratives that are out there. I mean, the economy's good, the job market's strong, consumers are spending. That seems to be the reality of where we are right now.
Are you kidding me? Consumers spending? The consumers are spending what? What are they using? Debt. What did we learn just last week? The last quarter, 2022. Historic debt in one quarter. Debt went up $393 billion. What else do we know? We find out the spending's coming from depleting their savings, depleting their 401ks. Are you kidding me? See, these guys think, as long as they spend, it doesn't matter if there's debt. Who cares about debt? I mean, that's how they think. That's how they think. And then again, here we go again. Diamond, one of the biggest buffoons.
The U.S. economy right now is doing quite well.
Doing quite well. God, when I hear that, doing quite well, how can he say we're doing quite well? Are you kidding me? There's no evidence of that. Think of the economic headwinds we have, for God's sakes. We have our GDP at 1%. Versus 6.5% inflation. That was in 2022. It's not going to be much better this year. Our national debt is $31 trillion, but the interest cost is $475 billion. We don't have that. What do? We have to send somebody over to, I don't know who they sell, or Yellen, I guess, goes over to China, begs China to finance our deficits, which that will be because we don't have the money. So that's part of our deficit. So now she runs over there and says to one hung low, hey, we need you to finance our deficit for us. And what we'll do is we'll sell you treasuries. And then when they come due, don't worry, we'll pay you back. We'll buy those treasuries back. But the problem with that, they don't have any money. We have to print money to buy those treasuries back. Are you kidding? Social Security, it's unfunded. I mean, what these guys say is absolutely nuts. Our country, Medicare, Medicaid, in the whole 1.7 trillion. We got our annual net loss. After we pay all our bills, we're in the whole 1.2 trillion every year. How would you like to have a negative net worth of 1.2 trillion? Or I mean 21 trillion. 21 trillion negative net. If they take all the United States assets in their bills, we are in the whole 21 trillion. These guys are telling us the economy's doing pretty good. Were they nuts? It was crazy. Now, we came out today with the PCE number, right? Confirmed what we already knew, for God's sakes. Confirmed that prices on goods and services that you and I buy, what we have to buy, what we consume, we have no choice, continues to rise. Like we didn't know that. We needed a report to tell us that. This is crazy. The other thing, these people are lying. The biggest driver of our inflation, they won't tell you this, is food and the cost of shelter. And no rate hikes can fix that. That's the problem. And they won't tell you the truth because rate hikes can't fix the biggest problem we have now, food and cost of shelter. Things are going to get worse. Inflation's going to get worse. Shelter, let's talk about shelter for a moment. What's the problem with shelter? Shelter is not a problem with rate hikes or rate cuts. It's a supply and demand issue. We don't have enough rentals. Why? It all started back under the Obama-Biden administration when they went nutty too with all this green energy. And what happened is they started to screw around with density. All these Democratic governors and these Democratic mayors under Obama, they started to screw around with density. What do I mean by that? Let's say you have an acre, and on that acre, the zoning is the density. You can build 200 apartments on that 1 acre. They cut it back to 50 apartments. 50 apartments. Let's say you want to develop homes, single-family homes, and you want to get them down to a price where you can offer them to our, low-income and middle-class households. So you want to build 100 new homes, okay? 100 new homes on, let's say, 3 acres. Well, no, they cut that back. You only can build 25 homes. So when you take the density and condense it and shrink it, 200 apartments to 100, and on a piece of land, 100 single-family homes to 25, and then on top of that, you start going through the permitting process. And remember, this didn't stop with Obama. This flipped right over when when Biden took over. The new green energy deal. Now, the next problem is permitting. What happened? Used to be land developers could go and buy a piece of land. Now, I was in that business. And buy the land, put in your utilities, your roads, and so forth. And from the day that I bought the land to the day I put the shovel in the ground, I'm ready to go, I had all the permitting, it would be 6 to 8 months. Today, it's 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years, if you're lucky. Why do you think rents are up? Why do you think housing's up, the prices? It's all these environmentalists. I mean, so between the density and between the permitting, that's why you got inflation. This has nothing to do with raising rates. This is insane. Rate hikes or drops don't affect food either. We got a big problem with food. Now, the driver of our food inflation comes from Biden deciding to work with AOC on this new green energy. And the first thing he did when he became president to please her and the rest of the socialists in the Democratic Party was to cut oil production by 72%, right? Wait a minute, that's a problem. Oil is the key ingredient, okay? That oil, all the ingredients that go into fertilizer comes from oil. So when you cut 72% of your production, you're cutting production of your fertilizer, and the fertilizer, the cost of the chemicals that they extract from oil to make it to fertilizer is still up as of today, 95%. Has nothing to do with rate hikes. And they're telling us how great the economy is? We're not falling off a cliff?
What do you make of what Mr. Diamond has said?
Well, I think this reflects what we're seeing within the data today, which is that we're not falling off a...
It's just unbelievable. You're nuts. That's all I got to say about that. It's crazy. These people are nuts. They're just nuts. We'll be right back with more. Don't forget, we have our webinar tomorrow.
Want
online.
more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you start making money, please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
I believe that every single human being with a laptop computer and an internet connection should be required to give trading at least a shot.
Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life.
I believe that every educated individual on planet Earth.
I would recommend Phil's gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents.
Should do this. It's not for every single human being on Earth. I know this, but it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for,
follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
Philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, it's interesting. Wouldn't it be nice that Biden and Powell would be honest and say to the American people, you know what? We're not going to win this war on inflation anytime soon, because the primary driver of inflation right now is food and shelter. And because I decided to go to war on oil, cut our own domestic production by 72%, we got a problem, especially with food costs. And we saw what came in today. The numbers that came in today are showing us food is still high. Everything we consume is high. But we can't win this war on inflation with food and shelter, because raising rates, lowering rates has nothing to do with winning. You can't. We gotta go back to the oil companies, stop this foolishness with them, start producing oil again. If we produced oil, if we opened up our pipelines and we got everybody drilling, go back to the 5 states that he shut oil down, 5 states where 72% of our oil comes from. He shut them all down for new green energy. He said, no, new green energy is better. How'd that work out? And he doesn't care. What's he care? He doesn't care. Think he's hurting? He doesn't care. See, he needs the socialists, the left wing of the Democrats, the AOCs, and the rest of them. He needs their support to run for president again. So he doesn't, anybody that had a brain in their head say, wait a minute, right now our biggest problem is food. It's so expensive because we cut production by 72%. Therefore, fertilizer, what goes into fertilizer comes from oil, and pushing up the prices so high of fertilizer. Our food's outrageous. Now, we got to stop that. We got to start producing again so that we can get those chemicals, those prices of those chemicals that make fertilizer. We got to drive those down. Wouldn't you say that if you were president? Sure. No, they want green energy. And you think they say with shelter, with rent, when rent's going nuts here in Sarasota, rents are crazy. They've gone crazy from $500 to $5,000 like overnight. I mean, they're renting sheds I'm telling you, ever see how a house has an outdoor shed and they put all their tools in? They're renting those things for $1,200 a month here in Sarasota. Just a shed. No air conditioning, no utility, a shed. Move the wheelbarrow out, all the tools. There you live, $1,200 a month. Now you think they'd fix that, wouldn't you? Pretty easy to fix. Hey, wait a minute. You know those 10 acres over there that we could build 1,000 affordable apartments on? Now they're only going to let us build 200? No. Let's reverse that. Let's reverse that zoning. Oh, you know that subdivision where we could build nice affordable homes? There would be about 375,000, which today is selling for $875. That's right. Houses right now, there should be a 375 are selling for $875. It's insane. And that's why I'm begging you, come to my class tomorrow. It's going to be at noon to 3 Eastern time. If you can't make it, it's okay, because it's archived for 2 weeks. So you have it anyways for 2 weeks. Because what is going on, and I hope I'm getting this across to you, what's going on, they're not going to fix when they can fix it. Because it's against their goal of socialism, just like they're not going to fix the border. It's against their goal of socialism. They want to bring all these people into our country so they vote as socialists. They're not. If I was president, I could fix this thing in 2 months. I'd get all the governors in my office. Let's take a look at the density. We're going to fix this overnight. Boom. Let's take a look at oil. Boom. Fertilizer is going to go right down. Boom. There's our food. Boom. Supply chain. Let's get Budapest and throw him in some pothole and put cement over it on top of him. Good place for him. But you got to go to, the problem is people don't know how to work the stock market. Because listen what you're getting from all this garbage. Listen what they're saying. It's all lies.
The economy's good.
I mean, this is all lies.
The U.S. economy right now is doing quite well.
That's a lie. That's all lies. So you got to understand how the market works. You got to understand how the bond market, before you buy a stock, what is the bond market supposed to do? Wait a minute. If I'm in a stock, what should I be looking at? If I'm in a stock and it's going up, what should I keep looking at to make sure that all of a sudden I don't get caught with it going down? This is what you're going to learn tomorrow. This is what you learn every day here at Phil's Gang. I mean, you can join my gang, for God's sakes. You join the gang for $39.95. You get 10 days free. Just the education you get in 10 days. And the best chart in the world. The best chart. Matter of fact, if you go to my YouTube channel, it'll probably be up by tomorrow. I explain how the color-coded chart works. For God's sakes, I don't know why everybody doesn't have the color-coded chart. Because when you buy a stock, it's never wrong. It's never wrong. When it tells you to execute, it's always, always right. Whether you're executing to buy, and then when it tells you to get out of the stock, it's always right. And then when you get out of the stock, you switch your position, you short it. And you're going to learn all about that tomorrow. So please go to my site, philsgang.com. Go to our gift shop. You can sign up right there for the webinar for tomorrow. We have about, I think we said about 15 slots left. And if it says it's filled, there's always cancellation, so keep trying. So there's such an opportunity in the stock market. How come we made 30 to 40% in gold, 30 to 40% in our big tech stocks shorting? I'll tell you why when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I believe that every single human being with a laptop computer and an internet connection should be required to give trading at least a shot.
Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life.
I believe that every educated individual on planet Earth.
I would recommend Phil's gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents.
Should do this. It's not for every single human being on Earth. I know this, but it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
Philsgang.com.
You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy the stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right, follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. Banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. If you really want to make sense of this market, you can't be listening to the fake Business News Network. They will not tell you the truth. They're to get you excited, to make sure you go out and you're happy so you'll buy something. That's not what we do here at Phil's Gang. We give you the truth, the direction, and that's what you need. Listen to me on my radio show each day and also on my Rumble and YouTube channel podcast. philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. What are you, nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, 60%? Gasoline, 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So, we're going to do our webinar tomorrow. And what perfect timing in this market. I've been telling, if you've been listening to me, at least for the last 8-9 months, I've been telling you, when everybody else was telling you, when the tech market dropped 38% starting in November of 2022, and then continued January 1 of 2023, and it dropped 38%. What'd they all say to you? Buying a dip, buying a dip, buying a dip. I said, don't listen to them. We shorted the market. We shorted that 38% down. Made sure we had a short on. And they make shorting so difficult. They make the whole stock market so difficult for the retail customers because they want you to need them. And what always gets me about that is they buy the stock first. Your brokerage house buys the stock first, wholesale, then he marks it up to you. You can't make money in this business buying retail and trying to sell retail. I always use the example. It's like somebody that goes into a store. Macy's, they see a suit, $300. They think, okay, I'm going to take that suit, I'm going to go in front of the store, put it on a rack in front of the store when people come in. I'm going to put it on the market for $600, I'm going to get rich. No, you can't buy retail and then sell retail. And that's the problem with this business. When they decided to go to discount brokerage, that's when this whole industry changed. But what didn't change was the industry. The industry, you know what they changed? Instead of being a pure broker, Tom is going to sell Bill his stock. And broker Suckface got $400. That was his commission. But when they went to discount brokerage, instead of getting $400, Joe Suckface Broker House got $5 to $15. They said, we got to do something. Let's buy the stocks first. Then we'll mark it up to our customers. How are you going to make money like that? Over time, you don't, especially if you don't sell short. Example, take our Pro 2 color-coded chart. You heard me talk about it all the time. In fact, over the weekend, go to my YouTube channel, and I do a whole special thing about how it works. It's never wrong. So take, for example, gold. After gold was beaten down, remember how they beat gold down? Nobody wanted gold. Nobody wanted gold. They took AU from around $25, drove it down to about $11. Are you kidding me? And I said, that's probably about, what is that? About 80%, something like that, something crazy. Anyways, I said, we got to buy it now. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants this stock. So it dropped 56%. That's when you buy the stock, and you're going to learn about that tomorrow. You're buying wholesale, not retail. So we bought AU wholesale after we made that money selling the stock short. What was that return we had? So we had a 56% return selling it short. And it's made so easy to sell short. Because our Pro 2, it turned from green to red. It's never wrong. You can use it for 10 days and see if I'm full of crap. It's never wrong. Then we bought it. Then we turned around, changed our position, bought it for around $15. I think up to about 22. That was probably about I don't know what that is, 46% gain. And then now we're shorting again as it turned red. We started short at $19, and now it's around $16. If you stay with 6 stocks, the same 6 stocks all year, and I'll prove this to you. If you stay with the same 6 stocks all year and know how to sell short, that's the key, selling short, because you're always going with the trend of money. The problem is when the market starts going down and the trend of money's coming out and the trend of money's going down, what are they trying to tell you? What are your brokers doing to you? What are the people who are managing your 401k? They're still buying. They're buying while everybody else is selling. And ka-ching, 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 the brokerage houses get richer and richer and richer, and you keep losing, and you keep getting mad, and your 401k keeps going down. Well, that stops if you want to stop it. So, again, go to my homepage, philsgang.com, go to the gift shop, sign up, $75. You have it for 2 weeks, and you're going to learn a lot about not only how to sell a stock short, how to buy a stock, but how the market works. Most people buy a stock and they have no clue what's going on with the market. They're just buying. They're hoping. They're always in a hope mode. They have no idea what they're doing. Talking about having no idea what they're doing. This is insane. This is insane. You know, Biden, he did something fantastic. At 29 years old, this guy got a Senate seat, U.S. Senate seat. You know how phenomenal that was? That is unbelievable. That's a huge accomplishment. And the Democratic leaders back then were looking for big things from young Joe, such as proposing great legislation and amending bills. They thought he'd be a star, but he turned out to be a dope. Within 6 months, he earned himself a reputation as a person, not as a great legislator. He earned himself a reputation after 6 months as a person that has no moral sense about the truth. With 18 months, he added on to that reputation, he's a liar, that he was the class clown. Now, the problem with that is he takes that through his whole life. It's just like a CEO of a company. If you end up taking that flaw that you have and become CEO of a company, then what happens to the company? Your moral sense about the truth, where you have none, that will filter all the way down to your company. It doesn't become a flaw, it becomes the culture of your company. Whatever is wrong with your company, look at the top. It starts there. Look at the top. It starts there. And this guy got lucky and became president, and it started there. Now, the proof of that, who is another big liar, who has no moral sense about the truth? It dribbled down to her. Harris. Listen to old Harris here, giggle.
For working families, we have reduced heating and electricity bills. So folks have more money in their pocket to buy things like school supplies, replace the dishwasher, or take a family vacation.
Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie.
That's a bold-faced lie. We have reduced heating and electricity bills so folks have money in their pocket to buy things like school supplies, take a vacation, replace their dishwasher, or a stove, as long as it's not gas. No, I made that one up. She's a liar. Not her fault. It always comes down from the top. The flaw becomes culture. And that's why when you look at the White House, they're a pack of liars. None of them tell the truth. There's no transparency. See, that's a lie. Electricity's up 11%. What's she talking about? Fuel oil's up 27%. Natural gas is up 26%. Gasoline's still up 42% for the day Obama became, Biden became president to today. So the day he took office, it was at 239. Today, it's at 339. That's still, what, 50 or 46%, something like that? 43%. 43%. So you can't listen to any of these people. They're not there to help you. What are you, nuts? Help yourself. We're here to help you. We're reaching out to you and say, look, why don't you become a gang member? Try that. 10 days free. Why don't you come to our webinar tomorrow? It's archived for 2 weeks, so if you can't make it, it's fine. Learn how to sell short. Learn how the bond market tells you whether to buy a stock or sell a stock. Learn what groups of stock you should be buying and when.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
So today, as you all saw just an hour or so ago, President Obama announced that, President Biden. Whoa!
Yeah, whoa, the cat's out of the bag. Yeah, the cat's out of the bag. What a great thing, Obama, right? He can come in now and take all these crazy things, do these crazy things, and he doesn't get, if they fall apart, which they're all doing, he doesn't get the blame. He goes on to Joey. The one thing that you're going to learn is once you're a gang member, whatever group we decide to get in, like, for example, let's take our gold group. Now, we knew when to buy the gold. We knew when the setup was there. And the biggest aid we have is our Pro 2 color-coded chart. So if you were a gang member, the color-coded chart set up for you, the buy signal, okay, at $44. That was the buy signal. You can't miss it. It's the buy signal. It turns green. So now that's the group that we were buying, the oils, the gold miners. So from that bottom, okay, what we call our sweet spot to the top, that was about a 25% gain. Now the next thing is the color-coded chart turns around and gives you a sell signal. It started to turn red at $51. It's telling you the money, they're pulling their money out, it's going to drop. So you get the sell signal. You would have had the sell signal on Newmont at 51. Today it's at 43. That's a 15% gain. So 25% up, 15% gain. That's what you would make if you're a gang member. You're paying attention to what group to be in. We tell you what group to be in. We support you on your signals so you know those signals are correct, when to get in and when to get out. Here's another one we did. This was a great one. This was terrific. We had a terrific buy signal on AU, Anglo Gold. Gave us a buy signal at $15.19. That was on November 8th. Nobody was buying gold. So my color-coded chart turned green. So my members bought around 15, 16 bucks. They got out at around $22. A 44% gain. Because it stayed green in an uptrend channel. So there's no reason to get out. Then, at $22, we're out of the stock, and then it gave us a sell signal. It turned red at $19.31. And right now, it's at $16.73. So we got a 13% return as we're doing it right now. We already have a 13% return in our pocket. That was after a 25% return on the way up. So when you become a gang member, we'll show you this tomorrow. And you're going to have the best, I'm telling you, there's no better instructor than Steve. He's head of our education department. And you're going to love working with him, especially tomorrow. There's nobody's got more knowledge about charting than he does. And anybody can do this. It's not like you got to sit there and I always have to laugh. I see online all these people who are trying to sell and teach charts and everything else. And, oh, my God, they make it so complicated and all these different patterns. And you got to find out what the free cash flow is and what. You don't need to know any of that. You don't have to know it. You don't even have to know what the company does. Because the one thing I know after 50 years in this business, stocks only go up if money goes in from who? From the institutions, big banks, big insurance companies, big hedge funds. And when we designed our Pro 2 color-coded chart, that's what we followed. So I'll give you another one. So AUI, another gold stock, miner, Yamaha gold. So we had a beautiful buy signal. Came in. It turned green at 472. We're out at 618. Beautiful. Now remember, we bought these when nobody wanted. That's a 30% return. Now we're out. But then it turns red. It starts going the other way. And we're still short. We got in around 547, and today's at 508. Just starting our short. 7%. So you're going to get, you get a lot of confidence when you have a tool that's never wrong. And in my gang members, I teach them over and over, let's stay with the same 6 stocks for 12 months, the same stocks all year. Doesn't mean that we can't go and buy a couple other stocks, bonus stocks, of course. Of course we do that. But the 80% of your income is going to come from the same 6 stocks. You got to be bored to make money in this business. Boring means you control your stocks. And we developed the right tool, the right chart that you can count on when you get the buy signal. You can count on when you get the sell short signal. And we're holding your hand all the way through. And it's fun. If you don't have fun investing, then you're in the wrong business. But what makes it fun is you control. What makes anybody successful in business is anticipate. You anticipate what's going to happen next. If you own a retail store, right, and you're selling men's clothing or women's clothing, you have to anticipate what's the next trend. What's the next trend? That's what this tool does. And we stay with about 5 groups. We're always in oil. We're always in metals. We're always in banks, big tech, and of course our industrials. And out of those groups, we always make sure that we scope the stocks down, we make sure we find the 6 stocks that we want to be in. Then we post our 6 stocks and we get started. So if you join the gang today, you're going to come to the gang and you're going to be in those same 6 stocks with us. And then my stocks, and then Stephen has his group of stocks. If you don't go off the reservation, you're going to make money. But the problem is, people think it's that hot stock. I got to get that hot stock. There's no such thing as a hot stock. And these guys on TV screw you up because their job is to make you buy something. They can't tell the truth how the economy is. They won't have a sponsor. Don't you understand that? When they say this crap right here, I mean, this is unbelievable to come out and say something like this.
The economy's good. It's like a tale of 2 economies.
How can the economy be good when our economic, my Lord, our economic growth, we're not growing. We're at 1%. And our debt, okay, in the ratio between our debt and our growth is at 95%. You shouldn't be over 72%. What does that mean when your ratio, your debt, okay, to your growth is over 72%? It means the economy can't grow. Now we're heading towards 113. The economy can't grow. That's why the market is not going up. All you people who made your money for 13 years being in the tech stocks that was aided by zero rates. When those 0 rates stopped, your whole world has collapsed. Never bothered you before. When the market pulled back 13 weeks, 21%, all you had to do is stay with it because you know it would go right back up and then move on with more profits. When the market went down in 2020, goes down 31% in 5 weeks, turns around, goes up in 5 weeks, moves on for another 120%. No problem because you knew it was 0 rates. But there's no more 0 rates. We're heading towards 5%. Please come to our webinar tomorrow. Join that gang, free for 10 days. That's all I got to say about that.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.